keeping Mike Weaver at bay with that left jab, he will dominate the fight and I believe win a decision over Mike Weaver. But if he lets Weaver penetrate that left jab, get inside and land Weaver's best punch, which is a left hook either to the head or the body, I think Weaver is very much in this fight. Williams did not respond well, was dropped twice by the left hook of Jesse Ferguson in their fight, which was Carl Williams' last fight. So he can be hit with the left hook, and certainly Mike Weaver punches a lot harder than Jesse Ferguson.
And Williams, 7 years younger, has been fighting less. He is taller, Williams. He is 5 pounds heavier, and the difference in the reach of 4 inches. And as Alex said, Williams' jab, one of the quickest releases you'll ever see almost in any division, whereas Weaver, well, he's been in 7 title bouts. He has held the WBA title. He's fought for the WBC twice. And here we go in round 1. 213 is Mike Weaver in the red trunks. Taller is Carl the Truth Williams in white at 218 pounds. First time they've met for Williams and Weaver. New York State rules, round by round, and then in case of a tie, supplemental point system, 3 knockdown rule in effect. 8-ounce thumbless gloves, Alex, mandatory here in New York.
One of the safety measures that's been instituted by the commission here, trying to prevent against eye injuries. 8-ounce gloves, which favor a puncher like Weaver. Carl Williams is very aware, Chris, that Mike Weaver is a slow starter. And he is jumping on him right here, as Michael Dokes did when Michael Dokes took his title away from him, and as Pinklon Thomas did when Thomas hurt Mike badly in the first round, their first fight, dropped him.
Carl the Truth Williams in white had said that in the gym down on the Cannonade Ranch in Houston, Texas, Gonzales, Texas, he worked on defense, but you saw some beautiful offensive weapons that he threw at Weaver just a few moments ago. Beautiful combinations, which he is capable of throwing, and with authority, because he has won 17, lost only 1 to Larry Holmes, and many thought he won that. 13 knockout.
He really hasn't established a jab here in the beginning, Chris, like
2 good left hooks.
His trainer thought he would. Carl Williams is really letting Weaver in a little bit closer than I expected.
And of course, what made us smother that jab is to get closer and get inside. And the referee, one of the best, Tony Perez of New York. We have 3 judges do all the scoring. Eva Shane, a lady, Don Ackerman, and Wayne Knitz.
Solid right hand by Weaver.
And that got Williams' attention. Williams with very, very high cheekbones. And now on the left cheekbone, I see a little mouse, a swollen area. It's about where that punch landed. We're in the first round.
There's the Weaver jab. He established the fact that he had that punch in his repertoire back in the Pinklon Thomas fight. His most recent try for a heavyweight title. He jabbed very effectively and in fact out-jabbed Thomas through the 3rd, 4th, 5th rounds of that fight. He really hasn't used it a whole lot here, Chris.
Very methodical first round with about 30 seconds remaining. It is scheduled for 10 rounds. And if you just joined us today on our big afternoon of boxing on ABC, Mike Tyson, the darling of this area and a lot of areas, won his 18th fight at 119 of the 6th round over Jesse Ferguson, the referee, stopping the bout. Crowd went crazy. Hear the bell now, ending round 1 in 10 seconds.
All right, break.
That is Michael Weaver, former WBA champion. Carl Williams, who had his shot at Larry Holmes' IBF title, is just counterpunching with Weaver now, and he considers this a stepping stone toward a title shot at either or any of the 3 title holders, Alex.
Real good left jab, right cross by Carl Williams. Seemed to stun Weaver momentarily there, but he didn't follow up.
Sneaky right by Weaver. Weaver can punch you out. 18 knockouts, including over Casilla. Those are heavy punches. Left hook to the body by Williams in white.
That's what Mike Weaver has to do. He has to let his hands go inside. He got 1 isolated punch off. There's no reason for him, if he's not tied up, not to let his hands go inside. He's a devastating body puncher, especially with the left hook. If you're a fan of Mike Weaver, you know that he's a very frustrating fighter to root for. He really gets lethargic sometimes, seems to go to sleep, loses concentration in the ring, and just doesn't punch enough.
like 63 seconds of the first round against Michael Dokes, then battling to a 15-round draw when they fought again. And here he's trying to make up for the reach disadvantage by getting a little closer in his hooks work, especially the last left hook. And effective jabs getting through. Beautiful left and right. Then one to the body, mixing it up by Williams.
Weaver is hurt.
Round 2, 1:14 to go in the round. And down goes Carl Williams. Williams is down at 1:08 of the second. He is groggy. He was down twice against Jesse Ferguson. James Quick Tillis. Tony Perez now. Okay. 3 knockdown rule in effect. And there goes Mike Weaver trying to end it all.
He's in terrible shape, Chris. He's going to have to stop this fight.
A second. Now, the count is at 41 seconds. One more knockdown, and the fight is over. You cannot be saved by the bell in New York State except the last round. Weaver comes out like a raging bull, throws everything on the chin. We have 25 seconds. Third time, the fight is over. And Mike Weaver becomes a gymnast, and the crowd goes crazy. Don Manuel, his manager and trainer, Ray Barnes, Norm Lockwell. Pandemonium here at the home of the RPI NCAA hockey champions. Look at Mike Weaver, 33 years old. And Carl Williams is in trouble. The doctors have gone over, Dr. Bill Latham, Dr. Ted Zeltner, and Dr. Goodman of the New York State Athletic Commission to making sure before they move him that Carl the Truth Williams is okay. Now, he went the distance with Larry Holmes in an IBF championship fight. Here, he got caught. He has a tendency, Alex, to drop both hands in defense and gets tagged him 3 times. The piano-playing ex-Marine Corps Corporal Mike Weaver, my goodness, in his 40th professional fight. So the 33-year-old has new life in the exciting heavyweight division. And this piano player, man, you were punching today there.
Well, before I do anything, I like to give praise and thanks to where it's come from. I like to thank God above for making it possible. Because without him, I wouldn't have done it. I give God all the glory and praises.
Was this your fight plan, exactly what you did?
Well, I know Coleman has a good left jab. And my idea was to, take my time. I know I punched harder than I ever did. I've really been training hard. And I'm ready for the fight. And I had to win this fight. It was a must-win fight for me. And I dedicate this fight to the late Mickey Davis, who died a couple days ago, a good friend of mine.
Mike, we're going to have some fun now. Alex Wallace is going to join us. The luxury of your seeing, replaying the 3 knockdowns against Carl the Truth Williams. So give us some comments.
Well, I know he thought he had me hurt, but I wasn't hurt. He got a good left jab. I was just basically taking my time, blocking all his punches. I was waiting for the open and land the hook. And that's why I landed. And so I waited to land that left hook because he was expecting me to throw a right hand because it was practically the right hand could hurt him. So I was just waiting to land that left hook, and I thank God he gave me the power to land it.
This is the second knockdown, Michael. Were you surprised the referee let the fight continue?
Yes, I was surprised and happy because I know he'd get back up. I was going to have fun knocking him back down. So I was surprised that he let it continue.
3 knockdown rule in effect. Here's the 3rd knockdown that ended the fight. Williams never really recovered.
He never did.
You didn't get a clean shot in like you'd like, but he just wasn't back yet.
No, if I would got a clean shot in, he would still be down there. But I just got the shots on the top of his head.
The weight of 213 had to make you faster.
Well, I was light faster and in superior condition. I trained real hard for the fight. I was up to 255 pounds a couple of months ago, but I came down to 213.
How much?
255.
What's your secret? A lot of ladies out there would like to know. You know, weight, diet?
No, just training. I'm selling it.
Michael, we haven't seen you so happy since you knocked out John Tate and did your flip in Knoxville in 1979.
California, the former world heavyweight champion in red trunks with white trim, Mike Weaver!
Well, Gil Clancy, you indicated this might be a hometown for Mike Weaver. Just down the road in Troy a month ago, he knocked out Carl the Truth Williams in 2 rounds. Looked like he was in trouble. All of a sudden, a big left hand, the fight was over. And he's obviously been adopted by these upstate New York fans. He is 33 years of age, 28, 11, and 1. You know, he didn't get his first